What's up, guys, and welcome back to Planet Coaster. If you're enjoying this series so far, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe. If you haven't already, it would be greatly appreciated. In the last episode, we added our first official ride to the park, that being Wild Blue right over here. And I added it purely out of nostalgia, and it broke down so many times. It's now broke down again. But we're gonna fix our financial problems today. I should probably just pause things for the time being. We're gonna fix our financial problems by adding a second ride to this park. Now, obviously, with Wild Blue broke down and negative $17 in the back pocket, it's gonna be really challenging to add that second ride. So we are unfortunately gonna have to take out yet another loan. But it's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. Most rides are more expensive than $1,500, so I think that means we're gonna have to go with the $3,000 loan, and we're gonna set this up for $300 a month. We're gonna pay the minimum. Let's see what rides we have here. I'm gonna go purely based off of the excitement level. So whatever ride has the highest excitement, I think that's the one that we're gonna end up going with. Oddly enough, it seems like Wild Blue is actually the most exciting ride out of all of these just by default, but we have to keep in mind there are other rides that we could research and unlock later. I do think Ascendance right here for $2,200 is going to be the most exciting ride and also the most scary. Let's do it. What's the worst that could happen? Oh yeah, and the little pad for this is actually pretty small. I think I want to put it like right outside, right out front of the exit path for Wild Blue. Right here actually looks pretty dang solid to me. We can obviously move it around and fine-tune it if we need to. We'll change that path straight away, though. I think this is going to be perfect. So, next, we have to place our entrance, place our exit, and then we can connect up our queue. So, I'm thinking, let's maybe put the exits on this side, and we'll have the entrance maybe right back around over here. Something that I'm really trying to focus on with this park is trying to make things not so spread out, you know, like trying to consolidate everything into a smaller footprint. I think from a decorating standpoint, that's gonna make that a lot easier on us. So we're gonna bring this up, kind of curve it around a couple of times, make it look like a stereotypical queue, and then we could probably connect that. I don't love what it's doing though. Let me try to extend that out. I hope I left enough space for our priority queue entrance and exit. I'm going to change that to full load. We're going to change this to 120 just because we had some issues with that on Wild Blue, so hopefully that'll sort things out for this ride also. But we're going to put our entrance right there. We'll put our exits over yonder. Now we just have to connect the two of them up and we'll be ready to rip tater chip. I guess we do still have to add all the, I gotta change that to high priority. We do still have to add all the decoration, right? All the plants and stuff. But right out the gate, I don't think we're doing too bad. It's gonna take a little bit of the scenery from the other queue. So 23%, that's not bad, just starting out. 605 is our current prestige. Let me check. Where's the ride operation sequence stuff? There it is. So we could obviously play around with this a little bit too, and try to get that prestige to be even better than it already is. But I am going to start with decorating this queue first, and we'll go from there. I don't think I would consider this to be my best work, but it does look pretty dang good. So as you guys would have seen in that little speed build, the way that I go about placing plants specifically is I'll just start from the top of the scenery list, pick a plant, start placing it around the queue, then I'll move on to the next plant, place it around the queue, and so on and so forth until you get something that looks like this. Again, it's not terrible, but I do think that this queue kind of just looks a little bit nicer. The most important thing, though, is that we have a queue scenery rating now of 100, and I used up most of our money, so that's good. But let's go ahead and hit play then, so we can start to let this thing cycle through its first couple runs. Or wait, we don't have to do that because we haven't messed with the sequence yet. I'm gonna, though. We've got to. So if we tweak it enough, we might be able to get this prestige quite a bit higher. And it was 605 before we added all the plants. Usually after adding, you know, getting to 100% Q scenery rating, usually that'll improve the prestige. But this one seems to have stayed the same. So I'm going to mess around with this a little bit. Oh, dang, this thing's way taller than I thought. And we'll see if we can't get a bit better prestige. Dude, we are just bleeding money right now. But Wild Blue is back up and running, so that's good. The ride duration for Ascendance here seems to be a bit long. For this initial test, I basically just did one of each of the different sequences to kind of see which ones I think would be the best. And I can tell you right now that high pause and low pause, not that great. So we might even just take those two out. But I'm really curious to see when this thing's actually finished, what our prestige is going to be, obviously, and just what the tests are going to bring back. Yeah, it's not good. Ride duration, way too dang long, and our test results aren't really what I was hoping for. So I think I'm going to go ahead and remove high and low pause.
A few moments later.
This time, for sure, ride duration is going to be longer because we have so many more sequences now. But the prestige came back that last time, and it was like 647. I believe it was 650 by default. So we have free fall shot, high pause shot, free fall shot, low pause shot. This is not a drinking game. This is a ride. So let's see. That should be that test done. 1,000. That is beautiful. But how bad is the ride duration? I don't even remember where I see that at. 183. 183. That's surprisingly good. All right, let's go ahead and open it up. And since we have a prestige of 1,000, we're going to take 1,000 divided by 35 to get our ticket price. That's going to be $28.57, dude. Let's freaking go. I'm going to check on Wild Blue here as well. That's $8.79 divided by 35 should be $25.11. It's 25 right now. Let's get an extra 11 cents out of these people. We might as well, right? So there we go. Ascendance is officially open. I don't hate the colors of it currently. I'm going to try not to make everything highlighter yellow, pastel pink, and light blue for this park. Wild Blue has broken down again. This thing, dude. This thing. What? It's fine. It's fine. We have a second ride now. Everything's great. Are people actually going to start queuing? They are. What about red, white, and blue? Because America. Literally no other reason other than that. I think that's a much better looking color scheme for this ride. And our first group of guests is gonna go for the ride of their life. So should we bump up like the inspection schedule for Wild Blue, since it keeps breaking down like every 10 minutes? Let's just set it for every 10 minutes. Okay, that's probably a bit excessive. Let's roll it back. We'll dial it back a little bit. 20 minutes. Every 20 minutes. We're doing it. You guys, we are actually doing it. Once this month closes out, we should then get paid out for our profit challenge right here. Achieve a monthly profit of at least $1,000. I think we're gonna do better than that. But we've got 130 people in the park now. It's getting more people through the front gate, so that's perfect. Achieve a scenery rating of at least 40? I'm kind of surprised that we haven't hit that already. I don't even know where to find this information, dude. It's been so long. Oh, here we go. Scenery rating 15. That's not that great. It'll get better, though, once we have our front entrance, right? I gotta do some research so we can actually unlock that thing. Did we do it? Did we do it or not, dude? It's May 1st now. There it is. And an extra 1,000 buckaroonies in the back pocket. Hang on, I gotta pause things so we can check our finances for that month. We profited $2,400, dude, for the month of April. That is beautiful. Now, I kind of need to turn our attention to our concession stand area. It was highly recommended that since we're just starting out, I should probably just get rid of Hot Dog Squad since they're not turning a profit and we have to pay the personnel that actually staff these things. I'm going to change those from the actual like concession stand building to just a simple vending machine, sort of a self-service type thing. I think it'll be quite a bit better. So if you were the person that recommended that, thank you so much, because I completely forgot about even just the existence of vending machines. This is going to be so much better. And instead of doing the Cosmic Cow milkshakes, since we've researched the Gulpy soda or Gulpy brand now, I decided to go with the Gulpy. Is it a Gulpy everything vending machine? Yeah, energy and soda. So no slushies, obviously, but that's all right. So we'll increase those prices here in just a moment. But we might still have 2 vendors on our roster that we don't need right now. So we do, unfortunately, have to fire them. I'm so sorry. I am. Oh, and especially Melissa Big Bucks Grissom. She's got a nickname. Remind me when we get vendors back to rename somebody or give somebody else a nickname of Big Bucks. I just think it's too good, dude. It really is too good. There she goes. You hate to see it, but I mean, what do you do, right? We're trying to make some profits here. So this is going to be, instead of $2, that'll be $3. Instead of $2.50, we'll do $3.50. And then instead of 3, we'll do 4. Easy. And then we'll price sync that in case we add some more in the future. As for Hot Dog Squad, first we've got to rename this to Glizzy. So we'll probably just rename the whole thing to Glizzy Squad. There we go. That's better. I feel better about that. And then we've got a Jumbo Glizzy right there. I'm just going to copy this. And then we will... Oh, Battered Hot Dog. Interesting. That wasn't even offered by, like, the proper storefront. So that's kind of cool. Price sync again. The Glizzy by itself is going to be 4 bones. The Jumbo Glizzy is going to be 5. And then the Battered Glizzy, kind of sounds gross, I'm going to be honest, $4.50. I did add our old restroom block that we had to delete previously and our other staff resting facility. So hopefully we're not going to be losing money. Dude, we got $3,200. Yeah, we ain't losing nothing. Okay, real quick, we'll pause again. We'll go back to finances under our loans, and we're just going to crank this sucker to 11. We got to pay it back as quick as we can. I'm really curious to see what the queue actually looks like from our customer's perspective. That ain't bad, dude. Honestly, that looks pretty dang solid. I'm pretty happy with that. The trees don't get in the way too much either. That was a concern for sure. So sick. Oh, even the lights on the bottom are red, white, and blue. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to pat myself on the back too much, but we nailed this. We absolutely nailed this. So, back to research. I need to try to find the information kiosk thing somewhere. It might be unlocked after we research ATMs. So, I'm gonna go ahead and start that. We'll bump that up to 500 a month to try to get it over with as quick as we can. And then Pip Shot. We need a Pip Shot here, dude. Pip Shot water, that's a good one. Arguably the best drink facility in the entire game. So we'll get both of those going. Like I said, hopefully after we're done researching the ATM, I'm going to fast forward. Hopefully the next thing will be the information booth. Fingers crossed, right? You know, while we're waiting, we've yet to actually ride Ascendance. So let's do that, shall we? Maybe just for like the first free fall sequence. We don't need to ride the entire time, you know? Here we go. Here we go. Up to the top. It's gonna be a very, very slow climb. But once we get up there, it'll heat up. Don't tell me you're one of those people that tries to spit on other guests in the theme park when you're at the top of this ride. People do it. Okay, there we go. Our first free fall. You know, it's more gentle than I expected it to be. But here's the shot. Yeah, that's better. That's better. That's more like it. I wonder if all of the trigger sequences, or not trigger sequences, but all of the sequences, if they were all shots, if we would still have a 1,000 prestige. I feel like that's got to be the crowd favorite, right? Won't be long now, and old Wild Blue. Wait, multiple staff members have a low workload. We only have a mechanic and a janitor. So yeah, of course it's gonna be it's fine. They're fine, they'll figure it out. But old Wild Blue's probably gonna break down here in just a few minutes, if I had to guess. So maybe our inspection schedule does need to be every 10 minutes? I don't know. I'm also kind of tempted to request a refurbishment, so hopefully it won't break down as frequently as it has been. But let's check on our research. 90%. We're nearly there. We'll do a little fast forwarding. Make it go by a little quicker. There's our ATM now finished. Dunzo. Let's reveal that real quick. There it is. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, and then while that's going, let's see. Information kiosk. It is about time. We're gonna bump those numbers up too. Those are rookie numbers. Up to 500. And there's our pip shot. So now we'll have pip shot, juice, water, and I think there might be a third one as well. Yeah, watch this though. As soon as this ride gets over, she's gonna break down. And coming in for landing. Beautiful. Broken. I knew it. Yeah, we're going to bump that up to 10 minutes. And we're going to go ahead and go forward with the refurbishment. That should help. Since our only ride currently open then is Ascendance, I'm going to add a trash can right out front of that entrance. Again, like I said previously, if guests have stuff in their hands, you know, they're not going to be able to take it on the ride with them, so this person at the front will ask them to throw it away. Rather than throwing it on the ground, now they can throw it in the trash can. Keep things a bit cleaner in the park. Oh, this dude's got a sick crown. Wait, that's Macerson! Brother! And is he leaving? Yeah, he's surprised that there are no gift shops in the park. Bummer. Well, we'll fix that in due time. All in due time. Main focus right now is getting the information kiosk. And then we could probably try to figure out a gift shop. Back to the whole main entrance thing. I'm not really even sure what it is that I need to research for that. I know it's scenery, but I don't know if it's sci-fi theme or Western or festive. Any of these. I have no idea. I'm going to go with Western. I know it has wood. Western theme. Kind of woodsy-esque. $1,500 a month. We're probably going to start dipping back into the red here just from that, but it's fine. We can always make our money back. Maybe now would be a good time for us to start working on our little food court area. So I'm going to select this path grid. We're just going to bring that out 3 more on that side. We'll do the same over here, but we don't want it up in the air. There it is. And we don't need anything, whoops, we don't need anything crazy. Literally just a couple of picnic tables and some additional trash cans. I think that'll about do it. Research is ready to be revealed. Oh, both of them are. Perfect. Okay, first, the information kiosk. We need that. We desperately need that. We have 2 priority queues, and nobody has priority passes yet, so that'll fix that. The Western theme scenery. Now then, if I go to my blueprints, it was the Western theme. Okay, that's good. And I also have a basic tulip planter. We'll probably end up utilizing that too. But here is our starting sign. Also nothing crazy, but it's gonna get the job done. And Personally, I think that that looks pretty good. It's very, very basic, but it tells you exactly, you know, the name of the park, all the important information is right there. We should be able to, like, advertise the rides from this, right? Yeah, there we go. Advertise destination. Well, let's just advertise everything. I mean, it's a small enough park right now. We should be able to do that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, perfect. So our main entrance is complete. Now we're gonna turn our attention to this little information kiosk. I'm gonna need to select this building though. Edit. That way we can kind of use that same grid that we've been using. And we're gonna plop this sucker down right there, smack dab in the center of this plaza, like the main entrance plaza. It doesn't look that great though, so we should probably fix that as well. Let's see what we're working with in here. I know we're not gonna have a lot of stuff unlocked. It's mostly gonna be blocked by research. What about the panel? That's not bad. I don't want the main entrance to have a theme. I want to have themed areas throughout the park, but the main entrance just needs to be, if any theme, just like classic. Just classic theme park-esque. I think that's really the look that I'm going for here. So we're going to select the building again, edit, and we'll start with this simple shop front. Around the side, we're just going to have white walls. Nice and simple. There it is. Let's do this. Let's do the same for these buildings also, just so that they don't look out of place. Maybe a flat roof for all three of these. I don't know. There's probably something better that we could do, at least for the information kiosk in the center. You know, it's almost a focal point when you walk in through the front gates. We could go like that classic theme park route. I think there should be like some tin roofs in here. I'm just gonna search it. Tin. There it is. What about this? That's too small. This guy? Better? It's better. I'm between that or maybe one of these. That's excessive, right? That's a bit too excessive. Maybe something smaller like this would be better. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. But let's bring that down. I think it's maybe a bit too high. Bring it down until it starts clipping through that other roof. Or, to make it lower, hang on, I'm gonna put that right there. To make it lower, we could delete that other roof. Now we can bring it down even further. So right about there. Looks pretty good to me. And then we can change the colors a little bit. Maybe go with a darker red. A darker blue. Well, now it's just going to be red, white, and blue themed again. Because America. It looks nice, though. Can we change? No, we can't change the color of the information kiosk. So the blue kind of works with that. Also, dude in there has a red shirt. That'll do. That'll definitely do. But these roofs now don't really look super good. But I also don't like this. Like, at all. So we're gonna scratch that idea. We could do this and then use advanced move, slide it over just a little bit, just trying to get an idea for what this would actually look like, and then move that overhang right about there. We could have some posts come down in the front maybe. Nah, that's not it either. I think just a flat roof for right now is gonna have to suffice. But we've got our nice Toogii land front entrance right there. Let's get some fencing. I think some fencing is in order. What do we have available right meow? Maybe the metal fence? That would be good. I don't want it to be Western themed though. Otherwise I would go with a wooden fence. Metal. Metal it is. We're gonna place that. Actually, let's add to this scenery group. And then we'll move it from there. Got the other side figured out. So now this one, we're just gonna bury that fence post just until it clips through the wooden post for the sign. Not bad. Not bad. We need more though. We'll keep extending it out until we're happy with it. It is definitely gonna need quite a bit more decoration, you know, quite a bit more scenery, plants, trees, stuff like that to make it look really good. But this is a good starting point, I think. Oh no. Information kiosk. Oh, there's our vendor right now. We should probably get another one of them, shouldn't we? Also, that just reminded me of Big Bucks. We gotta rename somebody else Big Bucks something. Wouldn't it be crazy if this just so happened to be the same girl? No, this is Molly Lundy. Now it's gonna be Molly Big Bucks Lundy. There it is. Perfect. I love it. I love it. So she's gonna be free roaming. Basically, just gonna fill in whenever Buford over here decides to take a little snooze, take a little siesta in one of our staff resting facilities. This park is really coming together though now, guys. It really, really is. We should probably lower the price of priority passes. I'm gonna say maybe $5. Maybe $5 people would actually do it. Yeah, only 4 customers last month. That is not good. The other thing that this probably needs is some signage. So customers actually know, or guests, I should say, actually know what this building is for. It's probably gonna be in miscellaneous. What do we got here? That's not bad. Right out the gate, that is not bad. You know what? I think that'll work. So I'm gonna place that there. Now that we know it's square on the building, we can kind of move it out a little bit. Maybe put it halfway into the building. That looks decent. And then we'll raise it up till we're happy with it. Right about there. That'll do. And then we got to recolor this thing too. Oh, that's the text color. We need sign color. Sign color needs to be changed. There we go. And then let's do a white border. As for the text, it's got to be white text, right? Maybe a black outline. I think that's the same thing that I did, yeah, over here. So that should work out okay. And this is just gonna say probably priority passes, and we are gonna have to flip-flop the black and the white text colors. There it is. All right, advertise destination just here. Literally just that one spot. That is perfect. Cool, man. You know, something I wish that they would add, I realize that they're Frontier, I mean, the developers of this game, they're done updating Planet Coaster. It's a pretty old game for them. It's old IP, right? But I just wish that they would come back just to add more font options for us. Like there's 2 decent looking fonts, this wild western looking one, and then another one that kind of looks like it belongs on the side of a racetrack. Otherwise, all the other ones are kind of mid. Kind of mid if I'm being honest. I'm gonna place some additional little benches around the outside of that place so that the customers will stop kind of walking along the path edge as they pass this place. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good when they do that. And then real quick, we'll add a trash can there, trash can there, and a trash can at the back as well. Okay, I guess we'll put it on the side. Ascendance has just broken down, which is not ideal. Not ideal at all. That's a really good moneymaker for us. Refurbishment only costs $190, but I think our inspection schedule is fine. Let's check over here. Status is still decent for the wear and tear. But yeah, this needs an inspection. Let's go ahead and bring him out. He's going to repair it and then also perform an inspection. Hopefully that'll bring that wear and tear up just a little bit. But we're gonna kind of go back to bleeding money here for a few minutes. Many guests are thirsty. Well, we have a vending machine. You guys, come on. It ain't rocket science. We're missing a lot of sales though. I wonder if the pricing is too expensive. Let's select this building. I have a solution to this problem. We're going to add a second drink vending machine. But I can't do that right now because we have negative $400. All right, mechanic brother, you done? We gotta get this ride up and running. That's how we're making all of our money right now. I mean, that and Wild Blue, but ticket price on this thing is just cracked. Just insane. Okay, it's back open. It's gonna take a little bit. Even some of the people that just got off are trying to go back in. Oh, I wonder, did the prestige change? Did it go down at all? No, it's still 1,000. Okay, so ticket prices are fine. We're gonna start making money here momentarily. I promise. We're gonna pause with 150 bucks in the back pocket and add a pip shot right over yonder. That'll get the job done. I'll go back and edit those prices as well. But we need something else over here. Another food shop, just to make it so both these things, they're like mirror images of each other. You guys know how I get. My AC/DC is out of control, dude. Pizza kind of goes hard in a theme park. Like I said before, I am trying to only add food and drink places that I personally would seek out at an amusement park. So pizza, glizzies, you bet your sweet bippy. Water, maybe a soda, probably. That is probably my speed. Okay, now that we're done with that though, let's check out this Pip Shot water. Okay, so we've got a small water, original juice, and smoothies. Cool. That works. So that is going to be $4. Try to do this before people actually pay for their drinks and whatnot. And then 3. Okay. That'll work for Pip Shot. Now over here to the Pizza Pen, we're going to do the same dang thing. If it's $3, it's going to be $4. And if it's $3.50, it's going to be $4.50. Are we back to making money yet or not? 169. Nice. 158, so it's going down. 186, it's coming back up. It is coming back up. Just sometimes you got to give it a minute. Check notifications. We lost $1,000 last month, likely due to Ascendance breaking down. Monthly thefts is up to 2 now. So are we ready to get our security guard back? Probably. Go get him, brother. What's his name? Benedict? Our last guy's name was Rex, I think. So I'm just going to rename him to Rex. To kind of more so make myself feel better for having to fire Rex previously. We got one lone guy. One loner over here actually utilizing, well, he was, the picnic tables. But I think we should also be adding some of these. Oh, that's right. We can do movies? That is so sick, dude. Or we could just do like a still image. I think the movie route is the route that we need to go, but we're gonna mute the music. That would get really annoying. As you're trying to eat your food, there's this loud music playing just above you. Yeah, that would not fly. And we can change the colors of this as well. That's gonna be the border. We'll make that black. And then what does this change? Oh, the feet at the bottom. Okay, that's gonna be black as well. Since we don't have a chief beef in the park, we've got to change this to at least the Glizzy Squad, if they have it, or the other one, the Pizza Pen that we just added. Wait, do they really not have ads for either of those? There's Pip Shot, that's cool, but it's not what we're after. Chief Beef it is. Chief Beef it is. Okay, now that we have that done though, we can duplicate this. We'll place another one right there, and then we just need like a basic one then, I think, in the center. So we'll just go with this. I'll recolor that the same and it'll look great. So we'll have Chief Beef on one. And then the only other food option is going to be Missy Good, which, again, we don't have in the park. But I'll make an exception. It's food related. I guess that's as close as we're going to get for that one. As for the other side, though, they do have a Gulpy billboard. So we'll do that for one. This other one, do they have a Pip? They have a Pip Shot. Beautiful. And we don't need to use the animated signs. If we wanted to go with like the still image, we could probably more accurately advertise our shops that way. But this Pip Shot is going to advertise, you guessed it, the Pip Shot vending machine. And then this is the Gulpy one. So that, again, you guessed it, is going to advertise the Gulpy vending machine. What about the middle ones? Oh, that's not even an advertisement. Yeah, the screen must be showing a movie for that to take place. So, good to know. Advertised destination for Chief Beef should probably be the Glizzy Squad. And then the Missy Good. It's unfortunate, but that's going to be advertising the Pizza Pen right there. Cool. All right, everything is all set up. I should also go through and change this now, since we have a couple more facilities available. So we'll do this. Nice big wide selection, but the sign's double-sided. So we got to do the same for the backside as well. We got another challenge available, Staff Happiness Challenge. Obtain an overall staff happiness of at least 96%. What are we at right now? I think that's under overview. 76. 76%, you say. So, staff healthcare. One of these makes them happier. Social club. Confirm. Perfect. Okay, and then same thing on this one then. Social club again. $100, that is a small price to pay. Hopefully that'll help bring our staff happiness up to where it needs to be. I could also pay them more, but then we're losing more money, and we're not going to get into that. Not going to get into that just yet. But the last thing that I want to do today is add our final bit of additional scenery at the main entrance. Since I've used up most of our money, we only have $124 at the moment. But I think this is probably going to have to do. Once again, I don't know why, but I guess we're committed to this whole red, white, and blue theme, at least for the entrance, right? Just for the entrance. There will be themed areas later, but for right now, like I said, this is just gonna have to do. I did the best I could. You know, I tried to add different tree varieties in here, different combinations of bushes and flowers, just to add a little bit of something. You know what I'm saying? What about our park scenery rating? 31. It is now 31. Okay, we're getting closer. What does it have to be, though? 40. We are not that far off, you guys. But I do think that is probably where we're going to have to wind things down at for today. Once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.